Surah Al-Ma'idah, the 5th chapter, verse 3, wherein the Almighty is mentioning, Al-Yawma Akmaltu Lakum Deenakum. Today I have completed for you your religion. So one feature of this message is that the message has been completed. God's religion is complete. What it means is that the Almighty wanted to give humanity a message in the form of His religion, His deen. And when this particular verse was revealed, which was, one can understand, one of the last verses, if not the very last verse, God completed whatever He wanted to give to humanity in the form of religion. Religion has its own domain. It talks about morality, and as we have seen before, it talks about certain laws which are relevant to morality. It talks about beliefs. Within morality, there is this mention of ibadat, acts of worship in Sharia, and that's about it. God wanted humanity to know some important principles and important expectations, important laws in the form of God's religion. What He wanted to share with humanity has now been completed. Does it mean that God's religion mentions everything? That it's a complete core of life as some Muslims describe it? The fact of the matter is that that's not the case. God's religion never claims that it describes everything, that it is a complete core of life, that no matter what questions come to your mind, God's message has claimed that it has answers to them. Why should God's message answer everything? God has given humans intellect, the ability to understand, the ability to argue, to learn from experiences, etc. So humans have been provided with adequate understanding, critical approach, critical way of thinking to learn and improve. And that's what they are encouraged to do. However, there was a domain where humans wanted divine guidance, God's guidance. That was the domain of morality and certain tricky questions within morality, the domain that has to do with the unseen world, and as I said, within the description of Sharia, acts of worship. That's what God revealed most clearly, and in His message He has declared that it has been now completed. In other words, if God had in His plan 50 items to inform humans, for example, when the 50th item was also introduced, was also given, the Almighty said, I have completed my religion for you. It does not claim that it is mentioning everything, that how you make your buildings, your roads, how you cure your ill people, and how you take decisions in administration, etc. They have all been dealt with in God's message completely? Not at all. That's not what the claim is. So, the first feature is that God's religion is now complete, which really means that we do not need to look for religion anywhere else. It's there and it has been mentioned clearly. The other thing that it mentions in the same verse is وَأَتْمَمْتُ عَلَيْكُمْ نِعْمَتِي, and I have perfected for you my mercy. That is, God, through giving His religion and completing it, has perfected His mercy for human beings. Life is a big blessing. It's a mercy of the Almighty. We didn't deserve it. Our intellect is a great mercy. Our relationships with parents, relatives, friends, etc. are a great blessing. The resources that we have in this life, the manner our needs are getting met, they're all great blessings of the Almighty. However, man still was in need of looking for guidance. There was something missing. What is the purpose of this life? Who created us? Why did He create us? What are His attributes? What are we expected to do in this life? Why are there so many differences? Why do people die? What would happen after death? Etc. So, despite this life being a great blessing, there was an area where it was lacking. By giving His deen, His religion, message, God has perfected His mercy on us. That's what it says. It's icing on the cake.